And yeah, Colorful is looking for revenge for that disastrous best of 5 in Tech Cup. Hopefully he learned something from there. He's going Mass Tier 1 as it seems. Huntress and Keeper. A dream combo on Twisted for a long time. Even when the Keeper was not buffed, this was played on this map. And the Blade Master wants to be in the Night of Faith, but guess what? It's the Keeper who arrives first. And Lin now, I mean, someone was able to save pretty much everything. Can Lin do the same? Burrow is tough. Oh, perfect timing for the grunt. And another deny. 2 peons dead though. Very unfortunate, but more unfortunate is it that this Keeper didn't level. So no second act with Entangle and Treants. Just pulling back staff and working on the second base, which Lin is already about to scout. But relentless entangles, all on the economy. Of course, you can swap peons from lumber to gold, but that will go into your lumber and that might delay whatever you're building on tier 2, because tier 2 buildings are quite expensive. Six out of 5. Whoopsie, little inefficiency. And I welcome the beautiful person that is Armin VB to the chat. Armin, Rara Land tickets next week. Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. Depends on a few things. But just so you know. No pressure, of course. But just so you know. Oh, that Blade Master. He had the north covered with a peon, so he knows the expansion has to come up here. And that's really damn good. This will either drain an absurd amount of mana, or kill the Expo, or both. Oh, colorful. This already gives him very few resources back. But he has to let go. Whew, the arrival of Hunts. But still, that was quite some entangle there. Once again, we're going Dryads and Bears. We've seen a lot more Dryads and Bears. Okay, Keeper trying to harass now. Into the snake pit he goes. Gets the entangle. He doesn't care about the blade. He doesn't care about the knife of the Shadow Hunter. Still gets... Oh, does he not get the kill? Oh, 6 save. Ah, 6 save by Lin. Colorful is not in the position where he wants to be, but he's also not that dependent on that Expo because he has the tier 2 units. And now we're in a position where Colorful could have tech and echo advantage, which does not bode well. Lin's timings all delayed, so is the leveling. No deny. Okay, second last Windwalk plus a speed scroll. You can still cause quite a bit of trouble. Second Wisp down. Yeah, definitely needs to rebuild a few of those. both disrupt each other quite well. This is already so much better than Colorful's performance in Ted Card, where it was just a ruffle stomp with some ridiculous plays on Colorful's side. But Lin is under pressure to make a move. He's probably gonna travel to Xi'an tomorrow for the Big Stars 4 event. Here's the counter expo. You got that staff ready on the keeper, can continue to roam and level on this demon hunter who fills a little bit of a role of a shadow hunter when it comes to creeping. Roaming first hero, carry second hero. Lin is short on lumber, this kinda has to work. Okay, here we go. Very little forces, of course, on Colorful's side. These hunts immediately wiped out. It's once again down to the heroes who create a little bit of a power spike with the crowd control that the Dryads offer. But that wasn't a great opener, not at all. With the expansion running, Colorful can replace these units, but what the hell? He's committing so hard to this fight. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do. If you're up against snakes, this has to be a TP, and it is. But yeah, a little bit overly aggressive. I mean, of course you want to rotate out of hunts. We know that. But throwing them to your opponent who's about to level? I don't know. He wanted to brute force a path towards the expansion, but that's not happening. And now, with the expansion up, Lin is kinda safe. It is a lot of Dryads. It's only Dryads currently. But Bears coming. Still need the Master upgrade, but at least Rejuvenation can be applied. But Lin is pushing, keeping Colorful hostage in his own main. And that is without level 3. Colorful waiting until the bears arrive, but as I said, like, Master Bears are still the entire tech off. He's also short on lumber because of his crazy Dryad production. Keeper a little bit exposed. But in between the Moonwells, that's good. And Lin, he doesn't want to kill Colorful here. Not at all. He's just buying time for pillage, Kodos, 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 more Kodos, and even more Kodos. So that's what we're getting. And now it's a lot about gold, it's a lot about items, and the right army composition. Colorful, heavy on Dryads, as I said. And an established 2-base game.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Lots of consumables on both sides. This is the big one. This will show us who takes the lead. 70 against 70 food, not the maxed out army. Reinforcements are trickling in. What about the Devours? So far, very well played around it on the side of Colorful. Couldn't read about. There's the one. Demon Hunter kinda low. The Wyvern being taken out, and Lin is taking a heavy beating so far. The Kodos couldn't connect. The Dryads are of course immune to Lightning Shield and stuff. Blade Master's not critting for the numbers he has to crit for. And the hero focus is not working. Uh-oh, Invo Potion on Lin necessary soon. That Kodo Beast needs to be saved to the side. Exactly. Oh no, that's the bareback! Oh, last second! The very, very last second. Colorful dominating this fight. Lin losing 2 grunts, 3 raiders, the Wyvern and the Kodo, as well as the Invo Potion. Not enough Kodos and this hero focus, like, is that the play? Against the super mega tanky DH and a staffable keeper? That feels ill-advised. Lin had all the cards in his hand, but they got shuffled big time. And yeah, these shaman, they're not doing much. Walkers would of course be fantastic in this long, worn-out fights, but there's barely anything to dispel. Redo and entangle, I guess, first and foremost. Reveal, focus, and not enough Kodos either. Miss, 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 miss. Oh, this Demon Hunter is the big warrior. Blade Master still has 2 drinks. One was used now. But yeah, need new Kodos. Need to devour ASAP. But it just feels Colorful is too far ahead. He's barely losing anything. Focus fire on the blade for a while. 153 crit, but look at this. He would probably trade the passive for evasion if he could right now. Demon Hunter might be forced to do a TP because a crit could ruin the entire game. 2 exit kills, and those probably keep Lin in the game. I think you can't focus that Demon Hunter.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Both can of course recover from these losses as they have 2 bases. But Lin, slowly but steady. He needs another fight like this. Wish they show us Kodo tummies. You see this in the bottom right? That is the Devour indicator. Including the HP that the units have left. Four Kodos. Might be time for a Zeppelin. Lin is backed against the wall. Ah, Zeppelin, there it is. Again going for this Demon Hunter. 1 million effective HP, and in the meantime, Dryad and Keeper spread the poison. How many Devours do we have? Only 1 at the moment. 2 should be free. but it's also super hard to navigate them forward without the Kodos being caught by Entangle just like this. Is there a chance for Lin? 168 Shadowhunter in problems, but no, everything dies here. The hat suits you. Thank you very much. I think the less you see of my face, the better. So with that said, gone with me into game 2. This is colorful on match points. Accelerate, thank you for the prime. Less than 3 from Oz. Don't know if that is Australia or Austria. Or if you're the Wizard of Oz. I take it. Thank you very much. Another map, another chance. Lin has to win back-to-back maps to get the high seed. Which would then mean dodge people like Happy. So yeah, good luck with that. And do we have adjustments? Yes, we do. Demon Hunter first this time, as it is so good. I say this all the time, but it has to be said over and over. Demon Hunter creeping on Terranas stand. Absolute gorgeous. Either at the Merc camp or at the shop. Both fantastic options. So why not go for it? Do we know if they play Lost Temple? Unfortunately not. Echo Isles would be the map to play. Yeah, colorful from picking Lost Temple against Soen to banning Lost Temple. I think we liked the game a little more than he did. Lin starting off with the green, going into the middle. This was the map he lost to Elegant. Still picks it as his loser's map. And yeah, Pimp My Blade, name of the game. So far so good, so far so classic. Nothing really extraordinary in the early stages of this game. Just creeping, a little bit of scouting, wonder, like colorful He could just play the same again, no? With an expansion in the middle, maybe a little easier to harass.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
We'll pay attention. Demon Hunter. Oh my god, this inventory. What a dream. Circlet, claws, and slippers. The colorful RNG is back.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
First the super tanky demon on map 1, now this. But the blade is here, Ancient goes down. Currently no production on colorful side. What that means, he doesn't have to throw away any units to replace them.
"一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。 一座基地正遭到围攻。
And for Lin, it's very much the same as before. His Wyvern paid off really well against Elegant, and that is probably what we're getting here. Love it. If he can disrupt the staffs and the shop, he doesn't have the time for that this time.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
You think the claws nerf is too much? I think it really doesn't make a huge difference. And I'd rather have claws +4 who are less impactful in an early game than the higher variant. They should never be lower though. Nice trap by
一位玩家的
Colorful.
部队正遭到
Well,
攻击。
who's trapped with whom though? Cause hard to build lores now. Okay, he leaves. No X.
一座基地正遭到围攻。 一位玩家的部队正遭到
And
攻击。
Raider open. No Wyvern. Did I see this correctly? Not a single one. Alright. A lot of attention on this Blade Master. Cutting down the trees. Wisps as protected as it gets for now, so that's a good adjustment. But it's annoying. Man, is that annoying. The lore kill, the wisp harass, it's all taking out lumber.
一
Colorful
座基
has
地
no
正
army.
遭到围攻。
Ooh, kills a peon at the natural. It's a big move if Lin wanted to expand right there.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Yeah, finally the Demon Hunter can clean this up. Phil Raisin 1, thank you for the 10 months. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Very
一位
expo
玩
heavy
家的部
matchup
队正遭到
today.
攻击。
Only one time we saw talents, right? I think so. Feels like Colorful's game is not unfolding as well as it did before. No second base. Got heavily disrupted in his tech. Oh, and the Demon Hunter. Look at this. He can't staff, really. Has to go for the town portal, otherwise the nets are flying again and disrupt that stuff. So that was expensive for basically the cost of nothing. Another kid, thank you for the 6-month resub. Much appreciated. Lots of subs today, guys. You are wonderful. Oh, he's playing this drop again. And Colorful, he has a TP. But he's so out of position. Has to run back. Blade Master shows himself. Zeppelin comes in. Blade Master almost sniping this entrance here. But he's just going for the lore. He's not even going for the main tree. He just wants to cut production. And that might just work. Not too much surface area for the Wisps. And that's the lore gone. Lin can build a big army now. And again a GNL there. Cut into pieces. Lin can TP whenever he wants, or just escape with a Zeppelin to save that TP for later on the cost of a Raider. Oh my, Zephod, 77 month. Congrats on the 6-month resub, that's pretty long. You little show off, Zephod. That's almost 6.5 years, dude. Colorful has a sapper. But what is one sapper doing? Observer sees the Dryad. Oh, there's a bear. Nice little multitasking here. Operating on multiple screens. Demon Hunter gets caught. There's no way out! Oh, what a big play. Lin is getting the hero. His Expo should survive. Yeah, the sapper is not even here. And that's a safe Expo if I ever saw one. Oh, gnarly minutes. Hex! Double kill for Lin, and he decides this game. Boom, 1-1, just like that. Smashing Terraner stand. Complete destruction front to back. Wow. In a straight up game, Colorful is pretty good, but that multi-screen challenge was not for him. Gamers Revenge, thank you for the 14 month. Less than 3 right back, dude. Interesting. How different 2 games of the same map can feel in the same matchup. Damn, 21 euro by Timt. Keep up the great work. Are you guys kidding me today? Butt Crumbs gifted sub. Awesome. This is a good day. This is a good day on the stream today. And we get a decider. Powerful play indeed. Man, Blade Master harass, onto production buildings, keeping Colorful in check. And there was no way out, really. And now we have a decider. One last ride in the winner bracket. Who advances into the top 8? It's one of these guys. Colorful winning map 1. Lin winning his loses map 2. Trova, thank you for the 2-year resub. Man, it's been some time. Thank you very much. This almost feels like a hype train right now, guys. Amazing. Thank you for keeping the lights on and paying my rent and everything. And our weekly cups and everything else we do. Jabba00, thank you for the 13 month. My god, it doesn't stop. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Just like these players do. Demon Hunter Blade. So not moving to the keeper. Is this talents? Against Soen it was. On colorful side.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Kicking things off with Immolation in a rushed tier 2, but that didn't save him on map 1. Lin again here to disrupt this creeping as best as he can, but it's very tough to get last hits. It's just a little bit of poking. And Lin going from green for the item to green for the level. It's not even level 2. But alright, damage is done. Colorful gets the Shadow Priest, which can of course be sniped. But yeah, this took a little longer than expected. Ring +5. We're working on a very tanky Demon Hunter once again. Not even sure if he can contest any position. Where the Demon Hunter's at. Oh, I'm getting another item. Double Ring of Superiority. As well as gloves. He's not too shabby either.
一座基地正遭到围攻，一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
The calm before the storm. As tier 2 unfolds. Lin quite a bit faster due to the mercenary camp. And we cancel shops again. That leaves an entrance to this base. This Ancient of Wonders is pretty important to block off the base. The Ancients of Winds are safe once tier 2 is done. We have a Shadow Hunter once more. And this Blade Master is well equipped. Again, we have a battle between evasion and crit to make the difference. Mercenary army. Raider Walker on Lin's side. You can feel that both are playing this a little calmer. Lin pulling all the grunts back early. Colorful going for talents this time, which is in general a very tame strategy up until a certain point.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。 一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
But I would give the edge to Lin. A little bit of disruption. One base. Shadow Hunter about to level. Knusper Hoden, thank you very much for the 350. Great day, great stream. Thank you very much. Seven minutes in, calm before the storm. Lin is of course the one who has to act at a certain point to keep the number of talents low, to drain as many resources as possible from colorful. Kubi Cube, thank you for the 32 month, man. 2 years, 8 months, long time, thank you. Yeah, this is still the time where you can roam freely, delay level 3, work on your own level 3, but it's still a long time.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
But Lin doesn't want to overextend here. He needs every single unit. As cost efficient as possible. But yeah, unique camps due to map control going to colorful, working on the tier 3 upgrade. And as calm and tame and pokey this game is, there will be fireworks in the late game stages. That is guaranteed. Might be time to try an expansion. This is what Soin did, to just force Colorful to move out on the map. But I guess Lin ain't having that. Another claw, another sub. Krümeltasche. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. That Demon Hunter has plus 13 armor. That's insane. The Blade Master has good damage, so maybe that evens out.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
Blade with level 2 crit would of course be grand. Yeah, he's trying to establish an expansion now, but that was a little bit too obvious. But that forces, as I said before, like this forces Colorful to the bottom left-hand side, opens up the way to the north, 12 o'clock. And that's a big camp. He's looking for some scouts. He has pillage ready. Wow, the one orc who researched it before attacking buildings. But that leaves the rest of this army in a vulnerable state. There's a TP, gets the item, and speed scrolls away. Grunt also finds the expansion at the bottom. How many losses in this retreat is the question. Cyclone can rage. Shot down. A little bit of gold coming in, but yeah, TP used his ethereal form. Doesn't really work, so was that enough damage done? 600 gold, 1 unit only. And the Blade Master finds the time to go for the south. Can Colorful react to this?
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Oh, so many units about to fall. And the Expo is down. Big play by Lin. Experience, item, Expo, all on the cost of a TP and a Walker. The end snare was massive. Colorful. This... I don't want to say it's a knockout punch, but that puts him far, far, far behind.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
And Lin has all the chances in the world.
一位玩家的部队
Reinforced defenses up. Super hard to crack. Split raiders, token raiders to go for the base attack for a little bit more gold. And all you gotta do is hold. So that forces repair, which drains resources. And he gets resources himself. Colorful still got 400 gold. Oh, Beastmaster control is nice. Has a TP, heal scroll invul as well. There was a big asset, but this base, similar to how Lin builds it against Undead, is hard to crack. Don't make mistakes. Don't move too far out. Both have great crowd control options, of course. With Ensnare versus Psyche. Lin would love to go to the middle of the map for more items, but it's on cooldown anyway. He got the last round, and that's the big fight that we were waiting for 14 minutes. Lin with the first big strike just a minute before. Can Colorful do something? Reposition on the talents. Raiders are following. The big strength of Lin in these fights. Even the super tanky Demon Hunter is down to a third, and the talents couldn't really do much because the Raiders were just there constantly. 10 supply lead for Lin now. Good exchange again. Heal scroll covered as well. But Colorful has an expo. He covered that well. Hopefully he didn't cover it as well, so he forgot about it himself. No, now it's walking. And that is the X factor that Colorful needs. Lin needs to start scouting again, positioning himself more aggressively on the map. Contest the invul and heal scroll if he can, which is kind of hard. Because he's in upkeep all the time. Devotion aura. Decent. It's not so much about armor in this game, but every armor point helps. Ooh, double heal scroll. At least Colorful got an invul potion. But that was already there. Alright, next big fight. Colorful needs kills. He did damage before, now he needs kills. Otherwise, Lin is in a prime position to knock down his win condition. The fairies are being attacked. Okay, but they are causing a lot of distraction. Lin has to reposition. One more heal scroll. No mana on the Shadow Hunter no more. And no TP. This is a little bit dangerous. If your supply is evening out, maybe a Hail Mary hero focuses the play. 3 more Cyclones. And then that's it. 2 more Cyclones and then that's it. Tinker, level 2, gets another kill. The ferry is still up. The Serpent Wards, he can't raise the pit. And it's mostly only walkers available. There we go, with the help of a Berserker. That's a TP out by Colorful now, as everything is still hurt, as he has no Cyclone no more. And now, you kinda got 60 food talents, no mana. But an Expo. Lin lost a lot. A lot. And Colorful was just satisfied. Before he loses more, and the control is not part of the fight, why not TP away? You lose map control, alright. But Lin has to put a lot of resources into that army. And now he sees the Expo. Colorful weathered the storm. He has a tech lead and the economy lead now. Is level 5 the savior again? He's far away from it. Demon Hunter finally got the evasion that he was lacking the entire game. Shop control on Colorful side. But there is an invul on the blade. Ferry caught. This army, of course, not as well developed as we've seen before. Mirror image and crit, by the way, the build on Lin.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Yeah, Lin tried to reposition, you're right, chat. Position wasn't that great. Tried to reposition, didn't really work. Colorful is not getting lured into another fight in the snake pit. And Shadowhunter again, no mana potion. No heal scroll either. This is very limited sustain. Colorful was Lin's nemesis prior to Ted Cup. And then he was smashed 0-3. This time, revenge, maybe. The potion is gone, but there's another one. Ferry's getting dragged into the piercing damage, which is fine. Blade Mass is going ham on the backline, but can constantly be controlled. And Lin, this is an okay and even fight, but for how long? Need to disengage with no mana. One more Serpent Ward, but that doesn't give him the kill. It's 2 base, 1 base, everybody. These trades, Lin wants to buy the time for his own expansion, and then things are kind of even again. 2 proud attack, Raiders in the south, Blade in the north. This mirror image is causing some Cyclones that are more or less wasted. Shadowhunter hurt. The Fairy Dragon is doing a fine job in the back. Walker's not part of this fight. SH! Lin not paying attention! And now his carry hero is dead. 1 step away from the crucial level 5. Uh-oh. Things are spiraling completely out of control for Lin.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击，一座基地正遭到围攻。
But he gets kills on the way back, at least a few. Colorful is rebuilding already. That Shadowhunter loss that forces him to go for an altar revive as well, because he's too broke for a tavern revive. And then he would have no mana. This is too much, I think. The Shadowhunter in the middle of it all, next to the Demon Hunter, should never happen really. But it happened. And this is a great game for Colorful. Now the buyback. But he's essentially useless in this defense. He needs a mana potion on top. At least a mana potion. Definitely a clarity too. And stall more time. But how? Like, you just invested 400 gold into the Orc expansion in 2 minutes, where you took a fight that you didn't necessarily want it to take. And your opponent is on 2 bases. This looks unwinnable. He's forcing one more TP and does buy time for the Shadow Hunter. But no kills, no level 5. Lin lower bracket. Colorful top seed in the playoffs. Is that what we're playing with? Lin needs some sort of magic. The Lin sanity that we know and love. But this is 15 Cyclones. He calls for the game and drops down. Colorful gets revenge for Ted Cup. Lin couldn't close it out. Colorful finds the one position in the south where he has a big advantage and uses it on top of expanding behind it. Wonderful.